we do. So remember, guys, smack that ass every hour on the hour.
And your girl won't need a thing. Welcome back to another episode of Mindset Talks podcast.
Hey, hey.
How you doing, my girl? How's your day? How's your week? Talk to me.
We've had a week, haven't we? I'd be forgetting like what day it is recently. It's insane. My week. My week has been very interesting.
Mm.
I've had a lot of annoyances with certain people. So I've
Oh,
been doing a lot of self-reflection and learning how to deal with certain things and different like personalities and just kind of like adjusting to I don't just personalities.
okay.
We're just gonna go there. Uh and
Can we get details?
um no.
Okay. Had to
Well,
ask.
you know details off camera for that one thing that like I'm thinking of. And like work's been like really interesting, but yeah, I mean, I guess like overall like not that bad, but like this whole week I've just been like really annoyed. And today it just kind of like popped in my head about like, of course, another annoyance that like I was having and I realized, maybe I need to like light up a little bit, but
Oh, goodness.
I'm just really curious. I don't think I'm the only one here that kind of like feels like this, but I'm wondering, Amanda, how you
God.
feel about these things. But I found myself to be very annoyed earlier today because I feel like my boyfriend just doesn't pay me enough attention.
Mm,
And
he better
when I
stop.
when I say that though, that's just me being me because what I would really want and like what I would really expect is, as long as he just like smacks my ass like once an hour, I would be totally fine.
I was so sorry. It sounds so terrible. I'm just thinking like it's like, and I know it's gonna be a terrible reference, so just it's nothing obviously like crazy, but it's like when you think of like having a pet and they're like, hello, like they're in your face, like, can you pet me? Like, can you touch me? Can you put your hands on me? Can you acknowledge me? That's just kind of like the thought that came to mind real quick is like if
God.
you were to be like an animal, you would probably be like a cat because cats are always like brushing up on you and they're like all in your face, like demanding a little bit of attention here.
Oh God, why would you say that? Because now I'm like visualizing in my head. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I probably do, and I probably annoy him to where he's just like, get away from me. But I'm like, I just need you to acknowledge me, just like smack my ass or something, and like I will be totally golden. I won't be annoyed because like
Right.
he does his own thing. He plays games with his friends and like whatever and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting
Mm-hmm.
off in the corner like, oh, he's just over there having a grand old time. But like I'm just over here, trying to like do
Right.
things and whatever. And I'm just like, it's just like always on my mind. And I'm just kind of like, if you would just, just
You know,
that little simple thing.
I feel you though, because like you know, I personally feel like my boyfriend, he definitely is like the whole like, oh, like let me touch up on them buns real quick. But he comes out of nowhere and it startles me most of the time because it's like, oh, I'm washing the dishes and he was like in the other room last I knew. All of a sudden it's just like pow. I'm like, oh shit, like
Yeah, like, where did you
like
come from?
right. And I'm like, I was not ready. So it's like I'm all awkward about it. And I really wish I wasn't as awkward about it, but I
Yeah.
it I don't know, like that's just me. Like for whatever reason I am, but I high key enjoy it though.
Right. And listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like he doesn't because like he
Mhm.
definitely does. But like I need it to be like every hour. Like not
Right,
just
yeah.
like, here and there and like whatever. But like I just, just do a little more like
Right.
frequently and like I'll be
Like,
good.
hey, I see you. Like a little passerby and a little squeeze, like, hey girl, I see them buns, you know? But then it also too, like, allows us, in my opinion, it makes me feel more attractive,
Right.
like
Exactly.
and not that, a little ass grabbing should define that, but it kind of does.
It
It's
does.
validation, like, he's still attracted to me, or and not that I have doubt, like there's
Right,
not
right.
doubt in it, but it's like a little boost, like a little like energy boost,
Yeah.
like, yes.
It is, and it
And
just
it doesn't
feels good.
it does, and it doesn't have to lead to anything. It's just like you
Right.
said, like just a little acknowledgement.
Exactly, and, like, I'm a little opposite from you, how you say you're just kind of, like, like, a little, like, weird about it.
Mhm.
I'm just so I get weird about it to where I'm just kind of like, "Ooh," and, like, I look at him, like, "Do it again," or, like, I'll turn around and, like, kiss him or, like, do something, like, stupid and crazy, and at that point, I
Right.
think it, like, turns him off, and he's just like, "Get away from me." Like,
Like, "Cassie, you're doing too
"What are you
much.
doing?"
Stop, stop."
That's just me, I always do too much.
Oh, you do.
Shut up.
You
First of all,
really
you weren't
do.
supposed to agree with that, but
We only keep it real here on our show, so
whatever.
that's just all I'm doing.
Well, clearly we do because 'cause I'm telling everybody my inside thoughts that I was just, like, having this, like, back and forth debate with myself a little earlier, so
Oh my gosh, but I'm pretty sure plenty can relate, and y'all let us know. Do you prefer to, have a little affection within every hour just to be like, "Hey babe, I see you. I love you. You look
Mm,
good. I like wanna be all I'm not gonna
you're
say too
crazy.
much, but I mean, I think it's needed, it's definitely needed. And, it doesn't have to be ass smacking or whatever, it could be whatever. But I think
Mm,
it just has to be there. But I know every relationship is different too. Some people just don't
yeah,
get down like that. I don't know how to operate like that. Like I need touching and caressing and
same.
like I just baby me a little bit sometimes, like just
Yeah.
like hold me in your arms. Like I can't have a boyfriend that's smaller than me. And my boyfriend definitely is not smaller than me. He's not huge, but like
Yeah.
it's just I need you to be able to hold me and you have to be able to pick me up. Like I just need you to be able to be strong enough to hold me literally. And not like hold me like my actual child and like put me on your hip, but hug me, caress me, and love me. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, no, I know, same. Cause like, yeah, he'll just, like, do, like, other, like, random things, and, like, whenever he does it, I get so weird about it. Because 'cause I'm just like, "Ooh, like, give me more," and he just, like, "Get away from me," and I'm just like, "But wait, do it again." So now I'm, like, trying to learn to, like, not react, and, like,
Hmm.
if I don't react, then, like, I feel weird, and I'm just kind of like, like, "Okay." Even though, like, inside, like, I'm like, "Give me more," but I'm like, I don't wanna, like, freak him out. But then I'm also like, is me not reacting also, like, not a good reaction? So I'm just all
Right.
confused
You
over
trying to
here. I don't
figure
know
out
how
how
to
to
act.
get the middle. No, I think that's just hard to gauge because I feel like if I do that, my boyfriend tries to one up me. So he's usually like I'm gonna put it on you and like come out of nowhere and be all whatever. And then I either react, but then he like reacts like better than I reacted. So then it's like
Oh,
we're trying to upstage each other and it's like,
yeah.
all right, this isn't working. Or I don't really react and but he's still like at the same level. Like he's
Mm.
just like hype. And I'm just like, okay, like I can't even keep up with you.
Oh god. Well, actually, next time he does it, I would love for you to, like, turn around and, like, get all, like,
I'm
extra
going
like
to.
me and just, like, see what he does because he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
No, he really would be like, oh yeah. Like he'll be like, oh, let's take it to the next level. Like, no, I was just trying to get a reaction out of you.
I'm so curious how that actually pans out.
I'll let you know. I'll have to follow up and let you know on that one
Yeah,
because
yeah.
see if I can put a camera up somewhere.
Oh, that would be even better.
That would be hilarious. I'm
That
gonna
would
try
be
it.
great, yeah.
Hopefully, he's not listening to this episode and expecting anything.
Just make sure you do it before it airs.
Exactly, exactly. I got some time. I got some time.
You do.
But like, so when it comes to like how I said, like I need like the affection, loving, caressing. I also need to be fed.
Yes.
Like for me, if you feed me, that probably is like top tier, to be
Just
honest.
we're so needy. Like, "Feed me, touch me, love me." Going back to that damn
Right.
animal analogy, god damn it.
It's so
What
true
is
though.
wrong with you?
It's true. No, seriously though,
Oh,
like
man.
like, like come in, smack me on my ass, have something for me to eat and or let me walk in the kitchen and, you
Have
know,
something prepared. That
yes.
would be nice. Well, I don't
Yes.
know about you, but my man doesn't cook, so
Oh, mine does.
Oh, see, you're lucky.
unwillingly. So ever since I've gone back to work and am no longer on maternity and parental leave,
Mm,
he's seems to have been doing a little more of the cooking than I am
got
because of how our schedules line up. So
yeah.
I unfortunately am like chained to my desk when it comes to work, as we have spoken about before.
Yeah.
And the time of day that he gets home is before I get out of work. I work until 7 p.m. So it's just like, that's really hard. So he actually, and he's a man. He's hungry all the fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
all the time. I'm like, drink water. Like, drink some more water. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. I probably didn't drink enough water today. Even when he did drink enough water, I'm still hungry. I'm like, I can't. Like, I don't even,
Yeah.
so he ends up most of the time cooking something because he can't wait for me to get out of work. Like, he's like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
you know.
It's hard to
So
always have something prepared.
yeah, so it ends up with him being the one to kind of chef it up in the kitchen he'd like more
Gotcha.
than I'd like to, because honestly, like, the after cooking cleanup is like, my expectations are way too high, to be honest. So
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna act like they aren't. I know, like, I have top of the line expectations. Like, this shit better be shining every fucking where when we're done in the kitchen, because it like irks the shit out of my nerves.
Oh
So
god, don't come into
um
my kitchen when I'm done cooking.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
why I'm not your boyfriend.
But you would be my girlfriend, though, if I wanted you to be.
Now with your kitchen being a mess.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
that's what you would do. You would clean it for
The
me.
audacity. How do you just make me your girlfriend and your housewife? I can't
Because
stand you. You're the worst.
I am not. That's just
You're the worst.
how it goes.
You really just snatched me up. You try to woo me, and then you just threw me to the wolves. Just shove me right in the kitchen. Nope, that's your chore. You have kitchen duty. Well, fine, bitch.
No.
You do the laundry.
Well, that's fine because, we won't get into that, but
Yeah,
I'll
if we ain't gonna
I'll do it for you.
talk about the laundry. Forget it. Next topic, because we're not even gonna go there.
Alright, well, back onto the whole food thing, right? So, no, he
Hmm.
doesn't cook, but my man is not afraid to get some banging takeout. So,
Mm.
that is always a go-to. And just the other day, actually, I came home from work and, my commute's been a little insane lately with this new change and everything or whatever. So sometimes I get
Mm.
home like later than I would like to. And by the time I get home, like I just don't feel like cooking and like figuring out and whatever.
Right.
And this day happened to be one of those days. And, he never knows this like in advance. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like I get home when I get home.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, by the grace of God, he actually had Jamaican food, which my favorite thing from this place that like he gets food from,
Mhm.
just like sitting on the counter when I got home, and I was just like, oh, I was just
Ooh,
so excited.
that
I was like,
ooh.
have I told you you're the best yet? I was like, you got Jamaican food, and I ran over and gave him a kiss, and he just looking at me like, what is wrong with this girl?
Oh, but okay, so what is your favorite thing, though?
Well, so this place that he gets the food from, I get it's what is it? It's a jerk Alfredo pasta.
Oh, okay.
It is you would love it. It is like it's just ugh, it's so good. I mean, it's pretty much just what it sounds like. It's Alfredo
Mm,
pasta with like
right.
jerk chicken in it.
Right.
But it's so delicious. I love it.
That's exciting. That is probably one of the best things that a man can do,
Mhm.
is, like we said, have that food ready for you, but when it's one of your favorites, and when it's one of your favorites from takeout on top of it, because you also don't have to worry about any kitchen cleanup or anything, y'all can
Right.
just enjoy your food together, and
Mhm.
no one had to be tired to make it. That is the best.
It really is. I was like, I got home late. I have food. I'm starving, and this is just like, this is perfect. I was like, you,
I love that.
you trying to,
I I absolutely love that. My
yeah.
boyfriend won't do that for me anymore,
Oh, what do you mean? Why not?
because we buy too much takeout.
Well, is first of all, is there such thing? I mean,
Yes
yes.
and no. Oh. I'm
Um,
gonna say yes and no, because listen, like, we're new parents to this world. And granted, yeah, it's been, almost a year at this point, which is a little fucking crazy. But it's a big adjustment to make, and sometimes there's just not enough fucking time in the day, and
Right.
or sometimes you just forget to cook enough for tomorrow. So it's like you gotta get a little takeout, but
Yeah.
we're trying to be all budget conscious and like realize that takeout is a lot, and we're kind of bougie-ish for takeout.
Yeah.
Kinda,
Same.
but sometimes takeout is a little more salty than it needs to be, and so we're trying to be health conscious as well. It's just annoying, but kudos to your boyfriend, because mine's over here trying to convince me that we need to cut back on takeout and cook more, but he doesn't want to cook more. So I'm like, who's gonna fucking cook then? Because I'm always
That ain't
working.
gonna be me, bitch.
Right. So I'm like, so what'd you say you wanted for takeout today?
I
Yeah.
know. Well, and I get it too, because like there was a point where I was like, okay, like we are getting like way too much takeout. But like I think the thing that like really irks me, so this is me being a woman, right? Because like
Mhm.
I know I can't have it both ways, but like I complain about either way, right?
Oh
So
gosh, that's true. Yeah, yep, yeah, we do.
so because like I feel like I have to cook. I feel like as, you know, my duty in like our relationship. I
Mhm.
just feel like that's what I need to do. I need to make sure that like food is prepared like every night and this
Mhm.
kind of stuff and whatever. And he's like, I've never told you that like you have to cook, right? Like
Mhm.
he's like, I don't mind just like getting takeout. Like there's so many different things like we can do and like whatever. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what? Like you're right. Like let's just get like takeout and whatever. But then
Right.
like after it's happened for like enough days in a row, I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I feel mad weird. I'm like, okay, like I'm not fulfilling my duties. Like, I feel like a
Mhm.
horrible ass girlfriend. But like,
Ah.
I know he doesn't care because like he's expressed that to me. But there's
Mhm.
just something like internal to where I'm just kind of like, I'm just like not being a good girlfriend. Like, I need to get it together, and like I'll get into like the
Oh my
streak of like
gosh.
wanting to cook. So it's like this weird like cycle.
I understand that, but with cleaning.
Yeah.
Like cooking, I I don't make myself feel like that's my duty, because he and I are very like equal partnership.
Yeah.
Like, there's no he wears the pants and she wears the shorts type of bullshit. We're very like, if you can't get to it, then I can get to it. Or, sometimes, because a relationship isn't 50-50.
Right. Yeah.
That's how, we define it.
Hmm.
So it's like sometimes you have to give that 75% because your partner can only give 25.
Right.
So when it comes to cooking, I feel very strongly around that, because also too his diet is so
Complicated.
it's very simple but complicated. Yes.
Yeah.
Um and it's not where my comfortability is with cooking.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh gosh, like I'm gonna make something, hopefully I don't fucking waste it because it comes out bad. So
Right. Right.
like that's my feeling on cooking. But I feel you when it comes to cleaning. It's like, oh my gosh, no one fucking vacuumed. I'm supposed to vacuum, but I have to work and I have to take care of the child, and like, like I get it. Like I have to, that's my job. I have to do it all.
Hmm.
And he's going to be so much less satisfied because I'm not maintaining my duties as the woman of the household.
Right. Yeah.
He don't care.
Exactly. But it's just, I mean, but I think it's a good pressure that we put on ourselves
Mhm.
because I think that it helps them not care because they know that like we have like the ability and like the drive to like do these things.
Mhm.
So
And
it's
we
like
care too much sometimes.
exactly. So it's not that big of a deal on like the small occasion where like it doesn't happen because like subconsciously they know that like, it's still gonna get done kind of a
Right.
thing.
Mhm.
So I don't
Like it's
know.
going to work itself out one way or another.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's what he tries to tell me all the time with cleaning, because it was like, we have like 4 loads of laundry that needs to be done,
Love that laundry.
and girl,
Sorry,
but
continue.
let me tell you, I got all 4 loads of laundry washed, dried, and folded
Ooh, and folded.
in the same day that I was
Okay.
working.
Okay. I am proud of you. Wait,
Okay?
wait, wait. We just got to give you a round of applause
I can't stand
because
you, you're an
she
asshole.
said,
You could have
she
left a
said,
round of applause
wash,
out.
dried and folded and in the same day. I
in the
am
same day.
shocked.
In the same day.
That is
And
great.
now since you already got me started, I also so we had to add some like blackout shades to our bedroom because of the baby.
Mhm.
So I put up the blackout shades also.
Okay.
My closet section was unorganized. I organized that shit. Girl, you want to talk about fucking proud? I couldn't wait for him to come home and be like, "Look what I did. Look. Look at this. Do you see what's different in here? Do you see this?"
Oh god. Did he notice? Did he care?
um I don't think he like didn't care. But his level of his level of excitement was nowhere near mine. I'm gonna say that.
It never is.
It was nowhere near mine. But I am gonna say when I was folding my last load, because mind you, this is throughout the day, right?
Mm,
So at the end of the day, it was really when I got to fold all the laundry.
yeah.
And I'm folding the last load, and he comes in and sits down on the couch, and I'm like, because we were gonna watch our show together, right?
Okay.
And but the kitchen still needed to be addressed. And I looked at him while I'm folding laundry, mind you,
Yeah.
and I'm like, um, so the kitchen, we still need to get the kitchen. We, right? We, because you never want to say you motherfucker need to get the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm just really exhausted. I'm really not gonna I really can't do that tonight. And so I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I just did ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10.
Yeah.
All you need to do is clean up the kitchen. But then I'm like, one, he worked all day.
Right.
He drives to work. I don't drive to work.
Mhm.
And then also it's like, remember, 75, 25. And I was like, I didn't want to put in 75% today. He went and cleaned up the kitchen.
Oh, he did?
He's so awesome. Yeah. He must
Okay,
have been
I
like
see
reading my
you.
mind. I was gonna die on the inside. So then I started folding laundry even faster because I'm like, I'm gonna just get the fucking kitchen because I would have got it earlier today, but blah blah, just like
Yeah.
going crazy with my woman of the household duties talk.
Right,
So,
right.
but yeah, that was a really proud woman of the household moment.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it. I always feel, like, super accomplished too when I get, like, so many things done in, like, one day. I'm like, "Wow,
Yes.
if only I could
Right.
do that every day."
Right. And he needs to see this and he needs to know everything that I did because I feel fucking great. And I'm going to take your hand and walk you to each room and show you what I did.
Oh god.
Because was it like 4 days have gone by and I didn't even do half of this shit? So it's like, look what I did. Come see,
Oh,
please.
man. But then I also feel like I don't know, like, I've had this conversation with my boyfriend too. He's like 'cause, like, I'll do things like that too, right? Like, I'll be like, "Oh,
Hmm.
like, did you see like, did you notice that, like, I did the laundry today?" Or, like, "I did this," or
Hmm.
whatever, and he's like, "You never notice, like, half the things that, like, I do," and he's like, "I don't look for
I hate
praise,
that.
like, when I do it," and I'm like, "I'm not." Well, I mean, I guess I am kinda, like, looking for praise, but, like,
Right.
I just want to know that you notice that, like, I did these things.
Right. Right. It's not appraising. I just need acknowledgement.
Right.
Like,
Going back to that.
Yes, I just right. This is when it all comes full circle. We just want to be fucking acknowledged, guys. That's
Yeah,
all we need is a little acknowledgement. Smack my ass, tell me I did a great job cleaning the kitchen, kiss me on the lips, and
go
maybe give
about
me a
your
little
day.
tongue, and then go about your day. Like that's
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not asking for too much.
I
I
don't
just
think
want you to
so.
see my shit that I did.
Right.
No, seriously though, that is hilarious. You need to go back and tell him that it's not praise, it's just acknowledgement.
See, exactly. Cause like and I've tried well, I guess I feel like I always have done it, but I guess I didn't based off of, like, that comment that he made. But, like,
Mhm.
whenever he does do things like that, and I'm like, "Oh, like, I noticed, like, you washed the dishes today." Cause like, since
Mhm.
our schedules are so different now, he tries to make sure all the dishes are washed before I get home, so that way, like, if I
Aw.
am cooking and stuff, it's just easier.
Exactly.
So, like, there's been, like, a few times where, like, he didn't wash the dishes, and I'm like, "Oh, you must have been tired today." And, like, I'll just make, like, these little comments, like,
Right.
totally, like, kidding and stuff like that.
Mhm. Partially kidding.
Yeah. And,
Right.
it's just funny.
Why do we do that as women?
I don't
Because I
know.
definitely do the same shit, and it's just like, oh, like, because it's like I'm not trying to be passive aggressive about shit, but like at the same time, you couldn't have just done whatever it was that could have just been done in like probably 5 minutes.
Right. Well, and it's something too because I think once it's, like, consistent enough, it's just, like, kind of it turns into an expectation, right? So, like, when
Yeah,
it's not
that's true.
done, you're kind of like, "Oh, like, what was so different today that, like, you know."
Exactly. That's literally it. That is so true. I literally hit my boyfriend the other day with, "Have you not learned that I just wanna be efficient? I just try to be as efficient as possible, and then you're on board with me, and then we're not efficient. Like, I just wanna be efficient." So, like, AKA, I just multitask the shit out of everything.
Ye Yeah.
Men are not multitaskers.
No, not at all. Not at all. Gosh, not at all.
Yeah, yeah, but,
Yeah, no.
you know, maybe that's another story. We don't have to necessarily go there.
It is,
We can
yeah.
just we could just stick with our neediness and, our our need for acknowledgement.
Yeah, there you go. Because I was
That's
about to go on a whole whole 'nother tangent, so we'll put a break on that one.
right, right. We'll catch you in the next episode on that part because that's gonna have to be part 2.
Yeah, yeah,
There's so much
definitely.
we can say.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Well, y'all need to let us know, like, how relatable was this? Because we can't be the only 2 most needy bitches out here when it
No,
comes to our boyfriend and giving us a little bit of attention and love, and,
right.
you know, we can't be.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Right? I
Yeah,
don't think so.
no.
Well, if we have more, we'll give it to you in our next episode, but we don't wanna drown you in all of our neediness. We need our boyfriends to come and handle that.
Oh gosh, yes we do. So remember guys, smack that ass every hour on the hour.
And your girl won't need a thing.
Just try it out and see what happens. I guarantee you she'll be a little less annoying.
Oh my gosh, and on that note, until next time.
Bye, guys.